Hi, this is Steve Jones again. I just want to let you know that I will be out of town, actually out of state, for the next for the weekend here, and we'll be traveling back home on Monday. So I will also be gone from the office on Monday. I should be back Tuesday, and as usual, the boys will be here to do the work. And so it's just Darla and I that'll be out of state. Another thing, just to give you a little progress report, yesterday I finished up a new little project, which I think many of you will be interested in. I've been threatening to do this for a long time, and that is to write up a little tract, a short one-page article, as it were, that can be distributed for purposes of evangelism. In other words, it's not designed specifically to teach the church or to do long studies, but it's just a very simple evangelistic tool that is based on the New Covenant. In other words, what do you say to somebody who is a non-believer and who is willing to listen? What do you tell them, or how do you present a plan of salvation to them? That's something that is so basic that I have neglected doing that for a long time, because most of my ministry is teaching people who are already believers. But this will be a little different, and I'm intending also to give this or to send this out to the mailing list in the July bulletin, the July FFI. So it'll be in another month. I won't be sending that out this time. We're still working on it. We'll still have to work on some of the text and some of the formatting. But I have it written, and I ran it off. Here it is, if you can see it. Anyway, it's supposed to be folded in thirds, kind of like this. If you can see, the margins here need to be worked on. This is we've got too much space on this side, but nonetheless, this will be the front part of it. It's called God's Promise to You, the really good news, and we'll have some sort of a picture here on this below the title. Anyway, I just thought that you'd be interested in that. I had fun writing it. It was a challenge, of course, because I've thought about this for more than a year. How do we actually write something to kind of like a parallel, but what can I say? Well, I hate to mention it, but the four spiritual laws just doesn't cut it anymore. And so the four spiritual laws is essentially based on the Old Covenant. So how do you present something that is based on the New Covenant? How do you present the love of God? How do you present God's vow to man and God's promise to us? And specifically to somebody on the street, how do you present that to them without getting into things that are too much in depth? But we have to make it simple. And I would dare say that if a normal Christian should read what I have written here, he would probably throw up, but he would be he would learn something definite, and would be kind of hard pressed to figure out what in the world's going on, because this is all about the New Covenant and not the Old. And this is a very different message and a very different type of salvation than people have known before. People have not known that they are actually presenting the Old Covenant method of salvation. And just because the church has simply not taught this, and I don't know I don't know of anyone who has been teaching this for many centuries. And so I certainly didn't learn it from other books, and I've read a whole lot of them. So anyway, I just thought you'd be interested. And so that's it for now. I'll see you later.